This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's, where the subs matter most. Yeah! Ooh, focus on the subs, where the subs matter most. The Jersey Mike's.
All set. All set.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway, where we are under caution for the first time in the Craftsman Truck Series. There was a single truck incident involving Caden Honeycutt. So let's take another look at this.
I actually didn't miss much. I did see this, so I basically turned it on as they were on lap 3. So, although the stream here isn't going live till lap 7, but
Questionable call there, but there you see a tight clear, couldn't quite clear him, right? Comes back down.
I did see this. So,
Right off of turn 4. Or should
and he got loose. He got loose and checked up, and obviously Zane can't check up quick enough.
That the 38 truck kind of came up on that back of the 45 truck. When you start rushing up on the truck in front of you, it starts to make the truck in front of you get a little bit loose, and you saw the 45 get loose because it probably started taking some air off the back of that 45 truck.
Well, that's Chandler.
And he wound up having to chase the truck up a little bit and wound up spun.
7 right now. I think it's 120. No, it's 100. It's 120. No, it's 100. I can't remember how many laps the truck race is. You think I should know by now, but I don't remember. I'm sorry, I'm going to be eating on stream again because I just got back, so went and saw the Captain America movie, no spoilers, but that was really good.
Because you can't drive it like that. So this is also a learning situation to where the 45 didn't know anything about his truck because they didn't practice. Amanda?
Yeah, before Caden was taken off to the medical center now for evaluation, I did hear him on the radio talking to Phil Gold, and he said, hey, man, guys, I'm really sorry about all this tonight. The 38, he wrecked half of the field last night, and he's well
Jimmy Johns.
doing it tonight. Hate to see that happen. Ran half the truck races last year. We were so impressed with his efforts. Of course, Nice Motorsports, they picked him up for this season full time, so he's going to be starting in a...
Love me some Jamie Little.
This could be an interesting call here, Kevin. If you hit here...
Also, while we have a moment, I know there's a lot of stuff that
This is one of those scenarios where it's just, hey, do the
happened today while I was at work, and
if they stay out, you come in. If they come in, you stay out.
Right, this
while I was at work and
trying to get stage points in the second stage.
That's exactly what you guys
going to see the movie first, Pitbull apparently pulling out of the partnership with Trackhouse. That I didn't have that on my bingo card. Then obviously the other one I think a lot of people have seen too is that the start time for Sunday moved up 1:30 Eastern.
The truck completely shut off again on him, so tough break for him early on. They're going to see if they can diagnose the problem and get it fixed for the rest of the race.
For the truck race, Cody, I don't know, because honestly, I don't even know who's running the truck race. This race is going to be more about me figuring out who's actually running it than it is trying to pick a winner for the truck race.
We're 7 laps in, 93 laps to go. High fives all around. We'll talk the green flag once again after this.
Oh, so Mark's bought his share. I'm surprised Pitbull wouldn't stick around, though. He seemed like he was really into it, like he was really invested. That's why I kind of surprised that he, Well, as long as we get going at that time, John. You know, we've seen that happen before where they get going and they'll move up the start time and then they don't even go at that time. So it's like if they get started, we should be able to wrap it up by 4:30, 5 o'clock Eastern. That's taking into account overtimes and everything else. We should, if we start at roughly 1:30, 1:45, we'll probably be done by about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Also, if you weren't here for the duels, I still have the charity thing going. That's going until going through till Sunday. So,
It's American. Of course.
children of wounded warriors.
We should stop now.
Hello, Brent. Take drive or compare benefits plan? Compare benefits every time. You know how benefits take
What do you mean getting too big? They had it was basically
benefits like medical
Marks and
whole team.
it was the partnership.
I'm gonna need new glasses. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Choose benefits without the med. That's working with
Since we started FedEx, America's Rewards app, we've helped people earn over $1 billion in rewards. Our next mission, to help you earn another $1 billion in rewards as fast as we can. You want a free gift card? What's the catch? There is no catch. You literally get free gift cards for scanning receipts, playing games, or doing your shopping.
I'm just wondering if the Expanse kind of worried Pitbull. You know, I think he would have stayed on board if they just stayed with NASCAR. But since they're expanding further out, I don't think he has the interest in it.
Record for number of cautions in a race at Daytona. It was Calamity Corner over and over again. That was the end of the race. Taylor Gray up in the air, 12 cautions. Guys, I'm hoping that does not happen to us as we're under caution for the first time. We had one caution tonight, excuse me, for that incident right there for Caden Honeycutt.
So, is that what you would call precision wrecking?
I think the caution came out one lap sooner than last year.
And the
Yeah, human in another season.
as those guys were, either that's going to be a wake up
Another year in the books.
for a little while, or it's just going
This is my seventh year.
I do too. Yeah.
I'll be doing all the cup races this year. Doing obviously the truck race because it's the season opener, but
Discipline here. Like, if I get started pushing out 3/4 of a gap away from those guys, I really need to know that, especially what the gap is behind Steven's second place.
Yeah, I mean, some of that is the driver's responsibility too, right? Like when you're looking in the mirror, you have to look in your mirror to be able to control that distance and drag the brake, lift off the throttle to keep that truck behind you where it's at. What do you think?
Yeah, well, what happens is the driver gets a little bit too far out there. A lot of drag gets put back on your truck, and the run becomes larger for the truck behind you, and you can't defend.
that's the thing. I can recognize names here. Ben Rhodes, Johnny Sauter, Tanner Gray, Grant Enfinger,
As much as you can see it in the mirror, you can feel it.
obviously the reigning champ, Majeski, Heim,
Will really change tunes as well.
Hemrick, Lane Riggs, Parker Kligerman, Ray Caruth, McDowell.
Behind you, they're still rolling.
We're just about
I can't
through stage
hide
number
it.
1, 20 laps in stage
Because I'm doing through the app, it won't let me hide the taskbar. The bottom.
Rhodes, Johnny Sauter. Teammates on the front row, Tanner Gray, Andres Perez behind them, Grant Enfinger, and Chandler Smith.
I know, I'm already signed up for CW.
Let's restart to the 99.
Like I said, I can't do the Xfinity race tomorrow, but
Bump it all the way down.
Well,
or
Stretch.
Arca,
that's what you have
so
to do on these restarts to get the guy in front of you, get that leader going, get your
late tonight because I wanted to go see the Captain America movie, which was really good.
really well tight to the bumper.
I won't spoil anything or discuss anything, but man, it was good.
Yeah, and what's going to make a difference in the front two trucks moving is going to be what's going on with the third truck, right? They can keep those front two trucks together like we just saw there down the back straightaway with Johnny Sauter and Ben Rhodes. That's what's going to make the difference for them. So you got to be able to stay together.
It's amazing how much it looks like they float when you see this aerial shot of them.
Now, does Thor Sport have just the 3 trucks in the race tonight?
These are the hardest vehicles to drive of all the race vehicles down there when they get
Is it just Rhodes, Sauter, and Majeski?
to push and the rules and everything.
Because I'm trying to look down the order to see who the fourth one is.
Are really big, and when you push, it's really hard to control the truck.
And remember,
Oh, yeah, Crafton, duh. I should know that. Dumb, I should know that.
have a lot of experience, right? Some of them do out here, but a lot of them are pretty new to this whole
I should know Crafton. Crafton's the one that actually won 3 championships for them, so.
It's a mixed bag right there with what you guys are talking about, the top 10. Some youngsters that have never done this in a truck at Daytona, and then you got the veterans who have won here before.
Well, you see it right there, the 15 just get loose again there.
Let's get an update on.
The reason I say it was looking for the numbers, because they all have the same number style, so...
Truck for ThorSport was able to qualify through to the final round, but wasn't able to complete the qualifying because of a left side tire rub. Well, they were able to go back, get it fixed, but during the race right now, they came over the radio, the team concerned that it still might be an issue. Johnny came back over and said, I think we're good, I think we're good. They debated coming in to look at it, but Johnny doesn't want to give up the track position, so keep an eye on that for the 66 as they continue to run, guys.
Look at them move around.
At speed, thinking you might
No, I have not. I used to... When I used to go to Monster Jam events when I was a kid, we'd get the pit passes to go to the pit party, but I haven't yet done... I've only been to actually 2 NASCAR events, Tristan.
And if those trucks continue to drive well, that speed.
And both of those were basically general admission, so...
See Johnny Sauter right behind Ben Rhodes there, having your teammate with you. Johnny Sauter with a ton of experience, Ben with a ton of...
I'd love to do that if I ever were to get the funds, but...
Positions of trying to keep your truck up front. You want to get stage points. Obviously, you want to keep it rolling, but you want to get stage points, and you want to try to keep the track position the best that you can.
Well, Regan, you updated us earlier on Matt Crafton. What's the latest?
Yeah, Jamie, unfortunately, yes, the ThorSport trucks do have speed, but not the 88 of Matt Crafton. Take a listen to what he just said after the restart.
I did the same thing right there at the end of the straightaway, just shuts off. Never know what's going to happen. It may have backfired. I heard one backfire down there in the one. With me, it just shut off again.
The electrical issue for Crafton?
Things are going to pop up. They would have found that and practically was waving his hand. See his hand inside the truck. He's waving his hand. He doesn't want no one to follow because what he doesn't want is his truck to shut off with someone right behind him and wreck him. Right? That's what he doesn't want. So he knows there's 6 laps to the end of the stage here. He's going to be okay. Maybe they have another chance to figure out what's wrong with that truck.
Unfortunate for Matt Crafton. And that truck that was just behind him that he was waving to, that was Norm Benning, the 73-year-old we talked about, that just said he's going to do this until they tell him he's got to go home. He actually had the line earlier after he qualified. He said, you know, I just love racing so much, and the doctor doesn't have a fix for it.
Yeah, something I see up here in the front here. Ben Rhodes.
Oh, when James Hilton attempted to try to make the Daytona 500,
They stayed committed to each
was
other.
it 70...
Cleared out in front of the whole field.
It was high 70s.
Bottom lane or the top lane. He's stuck with his teammate. That means he trusts his
No
teammate.
7.
Something that's so important when you have your teammate behind you is just a trust factor. And now
You can take the driver away from the racing, but you can't take the racing out of the driver.
you make a move.
Or the racer out of the driver.
Even though you know it might be a short-term loss to keep your teammate with you, it could be a long-term gain because you got your friend.
Well, there's obviously been a conversation in the Ford camp. There's 6 of them lined up behind Grant Enfinger, and
Wow.
having that.
Well, I hope you enjoy yourself, Tristan.
Lane right there, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fords lined up on the outside. I'm bad at math, but it's fun to see those guys behind you when you know they're not moving.
Look at that. Our pylon just lit up.
Oh, there you go.
The Fords are spinning around the number 5. That's
Oh, hang on to it. Nope, got the inside.
Thought she had a chance to save.
It doesn't look too bad.
Caution is out for the second time.
Man, that could have been a lot more. That could have been a lot worse than what it was.
Got 4 flat tires right there. I don't believe the left side is completely detrimental.
I don't.
I'll have to see it again.
It looks similar to what happened with Honeycutt, but I'd like to see a replay to see if she actually got loose before she got hit. Taylor behind him.
Or again.
Yep, got high and lost the back of the truck.
To me, was always one of those corners that you had to anticipate.
Man, she had that too, and it caught the rear quarter panel and slid it against the fence. Definitely kept that from being much worse than what it was. I mean, we've seen trucks come off that corner and destroy the nose of the truck hitting the wall. Hell, Nelson Piquet had that hard hit here off of turn 4 in 2012.
More and more left turn, and then it flattens out, and your car or your truck bites, and it'll make you free.
Let's listen to Tony Breitinger's radio.
Sorry, I was gonna say I was free. I was just so free there, like those last 2 laps.
Yeah, okay, here we are.
And this is something that they all have to learn. And that's 2 trucks that we've seen loose in the same spot. That's not abnormal here. That turn 4 situation.
Wonder if this will be the stage end.
The truck bounces and the way that the asphalt and banking unloads right there. You have to anticipate that. Sometimes I would just breathe the throttle or get up off the racetrack.
Damn, do you guys just wait for me to start streaming to jump in VC? Because I noticed Hamill and Jacob were there beforehand. Now they're in there now after I start streaming.
When people ask the difference of Talladega and Daytona, because everyone thinks it's so similar. We talked about the width of the racetrack being one thing, but the other big piece is that turn 4 exit. The handle. Man,
I like that you guys turn out for me, but at the same time, it's like. At the same time, I feel a little weird that you guys can watch races, you know, even if I can't do it.
Nice heads up that he wasn't collected in that. 2 single truck incidents so far tonight. You see stage 1.
Only more chance of us seeing a big one.
Before you said that note about all the Fords getting together on that outside line, you saw Grant Enfinger in a Chevy, the lone Chevy up there, just kind of.
I like how you guys kind of almost just designated Port to be the one to stream it. Because, Cody, you could do it, too. You guys want to pull up my stream and watch my stream through there, that's fine. It's just...
You just pick the one that you may have a friend somewhere back there. A couple coming down pit road.
Michael McDowell in that 07. Parker Trigger.
I would figure. Granted, there's going to be a delay between me and if I were to hop in there now and screen share my view with you guys, it would be ahead of the stream, obviously. But I'm curious if Port's more on par with me, just because us being in the same area. How? I think it's a cover of John Lee Hooker's Boom Boom Boom. How. No, I've never had any infield passes or pit passes or anything like that. Because it's so much more money to do it. I did consider it when I went to Michigan in 21, but it was too much to do. Plus, I was going with a buddy of mine and 2 tickets. It's like, yeah, it would have been a lot to as much as I wanted to. God, I think it was a good bit more than the general admission. I think it was about $100, $150 more per ticket.
That's more than the RAV4 or CRV. The 2025 Forester is also an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus.
Honestly, I could go tell you right now, Port, just how much they are. Go right to the track site. Let's see. Here to 2. It's very limited. So the general admission, god damn, the general admission right now, the lowest you're going to get is $89 each.
Who wants to meet the cutest guy in the world and also a baby kangaroo?
Don't let the fur fool you.
I think that's roughly what it was. I might have paid just over $100 for the 2 that we had because we were in the center grandstand. And to sit where we sat now, yeah, it'd be $100 $159 each.
That makes us the bad guys in talking animal
Jeez.
movies.
Animal Control. All new Thursdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Let me see.
Coverage provided by Goodyear since 1925. The Goodyear blimp has been inspiring fans
There
to
you
keep
go.
looking up and keep driving.
That might be a. Let me actually check the actual.
Especially at a night race, so beautiful.
Let me check the actual Michigan site.
Let's listen to 38 Radio, Chandler Smith.
These two boys in front better hold on. I don't know if they're ready for you.
Oh boy. He set the table. We're going to have a one-lap shootout for the end of stage one.
I mean, this can go either way right here. They're going to push and shove.
Oh, they're gonna have a one-lap shootout. Nice.
For the points, and we had Regan Smith tell us that he talked to several teams about racing for points, and the best way to protect yourself, reckon at the end, is to get points early, right, Joey?
That's right. And I think what we'll see here, you know, if they stay too wide, it'll be too wide. But if they are able to get, you know, a couple cars singled out, that's where a lot of shuffling is going to happen. So it's all going to be about this push and really what happens on the back straightaway.
Ben Rhodes restarting.
Oh, let's see what happens.
Next to Grant Enfinger, Johnny Sauter, Tanner Gray behind them. That 38
One lap for the stage win.
third in line on the outside line in the third.
Inside's tighter together. Two good pushers down here. Yeah, you gotta be careful getting out there though.
And this is when it gets interesting, when that lead truck gets out there too far and the outside lane or the inside lane gets connected. They're coming with a high rate of speed.
Grant just didn't even bother. He didn't even bother trying to block it. I don't blame him.
Johnny Sauter pushing Ben Rhodes.
It's not over yet. They got
Does Johnny got to back up, try to get the run here?
quarter panel there is going to slow him back down. The top's going to have a decent run off the corner.
I don't think so. I think Rhodes is going to win the stage.
That's going to hurt the outside lane.
Yep.
It's going to help the bottom.
Ben Rhodes wins stage one.
Green and white checker flag in the air. Ben Rhodes wins stage number one.
All right, good job there, Watertown.
Johnny Sauter, Grant Enfinger, Chandler Smith. It's Ben Rhodes' first stage
God
win
damn.
since 2023. He's having a day.
Jesus Christ, the prices.
First pole since 2018. Get his first stage win in a year and a half. We'll be back for pit stops.
With Pro Plan Sport, incredible happens here.
It's just not worth hanging around, Hamill. Well, granted, as often as you've been, it's I can understand.
Pro Plan Sport, advanced nutrition for strength and stamina.
This is what joint pain looks like when you keep
Okay, that's actually better. The
just want to leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted joint
it looks like the main general admission is 55. So yeah, that was the second-hand site I was looking at. If you pull them from actual MIS, it's just under $60. The general admission.
Imagine your child going to school without a decent
Yeah, 69 viewers on Valentine's Day, right?
Many families across the country struggle to be able to provide these basic needs for their children. That's why Subaru
Tell me how much the reserve seating is.
critical items like these to nearly 900,000 people.
Oh no, I
in
guess
urgent
I've
need.
done the other stuff. Yeah, I'm here. I actually didn't miss much of the race, Bumble. I basically turned it on lap 3, so.
Build yours starting at $24.99. No one outbeats the hunt.
Well, Chuck, one and the same. Granted, it's the strawberry and cream, but gotta have the DP right next to me. And again, if I'm really feeling adventurous, I'll take a Coke and Pepsi and mix it in a glass. I've done that on stream too. And yes, you don't have to say it. I'm a mad lad for that. It was good, Mama. I enjoyed it. There was a cameo I was not expecting, but was very welcoming. Very welcomed.
Interesting. We had a few trucks stay out.
Yeah, Kevin and I were talking about this a little bit. Thinking that there was enough cautions in the first stage there that even if you didn't pit in that first stage, you could almost make it. Probably could make it.
Pokeski.
Maybe a risk that not everyone wants to take.
No, it's Boke.
So Johnny Sauter had a
Beppis and Coke.
dial him up, Joey.
Beppis.
Johnny Sauter, Joey Logano up here in the Fox booth. You got us?
Sir.
I said, God bless America. Johnny Sauter's back in the truck series. I was excited to see it. The Store Sport trucks were working really good together. How's it feeling?
Yeah, no, pumped to be in this T-Sport Ford, and working with your teammates doesn't get any better than that. So, seems like all of us got pretty good speed. I really like the way my truck felt with that 99. So, hopefully we can make that work a little bit later. But yeah, just pumped to be back. Doesn't get any better than Daytona.
Absolutely. I'm sure you guys will work your way back up towards the front here after that strategy call. Good luck.
Thank you.
Johnny Sauter, a 3-time winner here. The good truck owner. We'll keep an eye on him. Daniel Hemrick, Justin Haley, Jack Wood all stayed out. We'll be back.
This is what joint pain looks like when you keep moving with Aleve. Just one Aleve. 12 hours of uninterrupted joint pain relief. Aleve. Strength to last 12 hours.
Damn. You know, they're gonna end up making me go and listen to that song once the race is over tonight. They keep playing the ad with that Who song. It's like, you guys are gonna make me go listen to that damn song now. Not that I don't already love it, which I do. Especially the performance from The Kids Are Alright, that basically one of the opening performances of Kids Are Alright.
T-Mobile's wireless 5G network, so all you gotta do is plug in one cord. T-Mobile 5G internet, just $35 a month, and with Price Lock, we won't raise your rate on internet.
I did it. I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Huge news. You can get a Son of for just $3. Wait, I said Son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Well, I went and saw the new Captain America movie, Sonic. I actually didn't miss much of this. I literally jumped on, turned it on lap 3, and then had the stream going by lap 7 when we were under yellow for the Honeycutt crash. So yeah, I I didn't miss much. It was good 5. I just said to the stream, there's a cameo that I wasn't expecting that was welcome.
That have not yet pitted tonight, Daniel Hemrick and Jack Wood.
Jack Wood what?
How about this guy? Just won this
How much wood would Jack Wood if Jack Wood could wood? Or something like that.
When we say Packer, they're putting Packer in right there to keep the truck up off the ground. So they're trying to put that in a stop there to keep it from traveling so far and hitting the ground.
Kind of interesting play as you just.
Yeah, I'd say it was.
Yeah, there must have been something that was bothering.
Well, the weird thing is
The problem is, is that
I haven't watched any of the Marvel TV series. I did read up what happened with WandaVision, so I didn't. That's why I haven't watched that. But Falcon and Winter Soldier I wanted to watch and never did. Hawkeye I still want to watch and haven't watched it yet.
Champions become legends. That's Sunday at 1:30 Eastern, only on Fox. And just a reminder, if you set your calendars, you got to adjust them. Everything has been moved up 1 hour because of potential rain Sunday afternoon. So everything has been shifted an hour earlier. Can't wait for it, Joey. Did you draw something on your face?
I just wanted to make
What's up, Corey?
Oh, how about this? You guys both became legends. How about
Oh, Jamie.
2007? I remember that, Kevin.
Yes, that was a great day.
There's winning 15. That race actually was shaping up to be one hell of a race, too. I did see Deadpool and Wolverine, yes. The only Marvel movies that I didn't actually see in theaters of the MCU movies are the first Thor, the first Incredible Hulk, the Incredible Hulk one with Ed Norton, the Black Panther sequel, and that's it. Other than that, all the other ones that have been in the movies I've seen, in the theater I've seen, the movies.
It's really cool. One of the parts that I took for granted when I was there, you put your name and your hand and your foot in the concrete and put it outside the museum here. I didn't take
To put this in perspective too. Here's as we get ready for stage 2, here's a time gauge for you. The original Iron Man came out May 2nd, 2008. I graduated high school 17 days later.
Yeah, we had about the first 11 trucks stay out right there. Did not
Yeah.
hit right there.
Yeah. 17 years old when I graduated high school because my birthday's in the fall. My 18th birthday was in the fall, so 17 days after Iron Man came out, the first Iron Man, I graduated high school. That's hell, I graduated later that same, if you fast forwarded it a week, that Friday after I graduated high school was when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, the Indiana Jones movie.
Well, Justin told me yesterday, I said, why are you running the truck race?
Dark Knight was later that year, I think it was in June or July of that month, of that year.
Well, yeah, and for Justin Haley, you talk about him staying out at the end of the stage. Just before the stage ended,
Yeah, you got about 8 months until literally 8 months from today. 8 months from today is my 35th birthday.
I think it's safe to say they're banking on another caution at some point in this stage.
Well, you see Daniel Hemrick on the outside in that Napa truck. He's back from the Cup Series, and I promise you there's a lot of young guys and there's a lot of learning right now, but he's probably not been in this uncomfortable truck situation in a long time. We know he hasn't been, but it is a different feeling when you drive these trucks and the way that they push and shove and move around.
Yeah, back here in the back, you see trucks wanting to get up there somehow. Parker Kligerman experience, Grant Enfinger right behind him, pushing him in the corner. Let's feel pretty
Yeah, I did.
about what he sees out of Parker's truck to be able to do
I mentioned it when I first started the stream, Bumble, about the two things that had happened while I was at work and seeing the movie today, and look at that run. I'm telling you, that top side, it's just like iRacing. If you get enough cars, or in this case trucks, grouped up on that top lane is the quickest way around the track. But yeah, Bumble, the two things I mentioned was Pitbull selling his stake in Trackhouse and then moving up the 500 start time. Ooh, Hemrick.
truck right there get really, really loose on the bottom of the racetrack. So we've
I don't know if that was the 13 coming up or the 19 coming down, but there was almost contact there.
Up there as well. It looks like they fixed this truck. He's the third car on the third lane, the top lane there.
Oh, nice move. End finger.
What's the latest, Josh?
Yeah, the issue for Ben Rhodes, he kept coming over the radio and saying he's hard on the splitter. It was getting a little bit better, but
Yeah, 1:30 on Sunday, Jim.
he wants a truck that's good enough.
1:30 is when their coverage starts, although they'll obviously have race day about, hour, 2 hours beforehand, so they're basically going to have coverage basically from like 11:30 onward, so I'll try to start the coverage as soon as I can, too. We're supposed to get weather here all throughout tomorrow, starting tonight through tomorrow, and got snow coming our way, so I may have to take care of snow before I start the 500. We'll see, but I'm hoping I won't have to.
Offense like that, you know that you can make your way through the field and be aggressive with pushing and leading and blocking. It just makes you as a driver more confident.
What's funny is the last time I had a snowstorm or snow hit us, 500 weekend was 20 years ago, 2005.
Now we've seen success in that lane. It'll happen more often.
We're already halfway through stage number 2 as Grant Enfinger continues to lead over Ben Rhodes, who just drove through the pack to the front. You won't miss a thing. We're going side by side.
We had probably 6 to 7 inches here, Jim. Wednesday into Thursday. Wednesday afternoon, basically, into Thursday. Early morning. And then they're talking anywhere from 8 to 10 tomorrow. So
get more technology with innovations like trailer reverse guidance, and get more storage with the Rambox cargo management system.
yeah, it's the app. I've noticed since I've started using the Fox Sports app, the side-by-side works.
Total cash allowance on the purchase of select 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. See your local Ram dealer today.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh.
I know, I'm kind of all over the place because I'm watching the race and trying to keep up with chat, so it seems like I'm all over the place. And oh, hey, I love watching their little shorts that pop up. It's awesome that they got like an actual commercial. And the best part with that guy is his dad has like the Boston accent, whereas his girlfriend sounds like Lois Griffin. Somebody else, I think that's Chandler leading the outside, the third lane.
Saturday on Fox Primetime Hoops. 2 Big Ten heavyweights go head-to-head as Michigan State.
I can't stream tomorrow final. I basically said this yesterday during the duels, but I'm going to be. My mom got remarried last Friday. You know, they went to the courthouse, made it official. They're having it's basically a family get together on Sunday or Saturday night. So I'm not going to be able to do the ARCA race or the Xfinity race. So. Ooh! I think Crafton got a little sideways. Ooh, somebody got sideways. Ooh, I don't know if that was a tire rub on Ty or. Man, I'm surprised he didn't hit the wall there. He may have.
Helping each other and keeping each other up towards the front. I mean, that's.
I like how Crafton went from a truck that he said was shutting itself off to leading the race.
But Ford is really started that direction. Let's get a good noticed it carry over to the trucks like I have tonight as we approach this slower truck that could make things interesting.
Yeah, there are 3
To be fair, Chuck,
really, really tight. It's possible.
my dad was not an easy person to get to deal with. So me and my sister was basically saying while she was in school, she was saying that, oh yeah, my parents are gonna get divorced once I graduate, which she wasn't wrong. The year she graduated was the year they split. But I'll be honest, I've never seen them happier.
I would say that this is not the Crafton
My mother for sure. I don't think I've ever seen either one of them happier.
How much the strategy has changed from what you see out of the Truck Series with these guys trying to get points, trying to
No, I guess you get to say my new stepdad. Very nice guy. He's younger than my mom, but
Ty Majeski with the Ford Performance onboard. Watch his eyes. Watch how close that wheel is to him.
Yeah, the first thing that I noticed, his wheel is very close, but I also
he went to the top, getting down to the end of the stage here, but you got the 3 teammates on the top, so see if they can. They might be able to control it to the stage end, but I wouldn't expect them to just ride to the stage end though. Behind them, I mean. Somebody's going to try to get a run up the inside. Well, Bumble, my mom is... I gotta do the math for a second. 62. She'll be 63 in April. Basically 2 months and 2 days. She'll be 63. She actually broke her wrist Thursday. Got to be on a cast for 6 weeks.
Positioning of the wheels and the pedals, and it kind of puts you in a different box as far as all of that goes. So it's very unique as to how each guy sits behind the wheel.
There's nothing normal about you drivers, by the way. I was saying normal, like from driving your car at home. Chandler looked a little more like we do driving our own cars.
Wait, so you're saying we're abnormal?
Slipped on an ice. Slipped on a patch of ice. Mumble.
Well, you're a meaty guy, but you're still an all right.
She slipped on a patch of ice, and I think she thinks of what happened when she went back. She was flailing her arms and landed on her wrist. But I'll tell you guys a story. I know we got a lap and a half to go here in the stage, but she broke her ankle getting up from the floor. No joke. She was getting up off the floor after giving our dog, who has unfortunately since passed, give him his medicine. She went to try to get up from the floor and broke her ankle. Frieson's going to try to lead that inside. Again, different manufacturer. Well, you got 1 lap to go on the stage. If you're going to make a move, you got to start making it now.
There he is. He goes to the bottom there. I like that move, right? You get there in front of him. It kind of helps say, okay, a Ford's going to win this.
Well, my sister keeps telling her, Bumble, and honestly, I'll admit I take after her kind of with it. We don't drink milk like we should. It's not that we don't like it. It's just we don't drink it like we should. And I think that's part of her problem. Oh, is Rhodes going to try to duck you out here? Won the first stage. Nope. Crafton will win stage 2. Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that, Bumble.
I'm impressed with ThorSport and what they did right there. 1, 2, 3, and that's because they were.
I think she takes a vitamin. I know I take one daily myself. I'm doing like the One Amends vitamin once a day, so.
Matt Crafton picks up his first stage win since 2023.
our mascot look like Danny DeVito to you?
Yeah, it does. That doesn't matter. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's, where the subs matter most. Freshly sliced right in front of you. That's what they're all about. You want the cheers? And yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, don't worry about me. Focus on those subs. Where the subs matter most. To Jersey Mike's Street, a sub above.
I love Danny DeVito.
Saturday, 7:30 Eastern on Fox Primetime Foods.
Our first husband and wife team.
I'm not gonna hold back just because we're married.
Fox Wednesday.
Let's get it on.
See why the
Oh, so here's with today being Valentine's Day and all, who doesn't love love? I love love. Had that go through my head today. The Toyota NASCAR ads were always hilarious. I've been lucky in my life. I've had stitches on my head twice. Once to my index finger. Sometimes you can see it's like right here is where got myself an X-Acto blade with that. But I've never, luckily, knock on wood, broke a bone. So I've been quite lucky.
I did it. I switched to T-Mobile Home Internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Oh, I would never go back to T-Mobile Home Internet. They screwed us over big time. I'd never go back. I'm sure it's fine now, and I'm sure people who have it probably have no problem with it, but I'll never go back. They screwed us over big time.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. We're racing for the first time in 2025. This is the World Center of Racing, and this is how it breaks down so far. The Truck Series, we have 3 stages. We've had 2 stage winners, and it's all been ThorSport. Ben Rhodes picked up stage win number 1.
A couple of split strategies there. Top 3 stay out. Everybody else coming in.
One little pump fake for the 99 and the 98 there. They decide to stay out for this round, and they'll come in to pit for the next time around. Amanda?
Josh, we're going to take a look at the 11 of Corey Heim. He's going to make his way with Scott Zipadelli that said, bring it to me. They're going to take tires as well as fuel, but Corey was very neutral on his truck, said, I don't really think I have anything wrong with this brand new truck. Regan?
Well, Amanda, Matt Crafton, one of the trucks that stayed out right there as well on this round of pit stops. And just to follow
Well, this year, granted, obviously, I think they celebrated it last year, the 30 years for the Truck Series. 95. Well, 94 was the first race, but 95, yeah.
Well, Regan, you kept us filled in on his issues tonight, but he was able to come back, won the stage, and we talked about it. His 25th season in the Truck Series. Remember back in the day, Kevin Harvick.
Wow.
Yeah, Matt's been around the Truck Series for a long time, kind of a staple for the series.
See, that's an accomplishment. 25 straight years. Started every race since his debut. 25 straight years. Wow.
What do you think? Should we talk to him?
I think so. Dial him up.
Hey, Matt. Kevin up in the Fox booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Not quick.
Buddy, I gotta tell you, usually we see a strategy out of you that is pretty conservative, and now tonight, is it just that thing is so bullet fast that you're just like, heck, I'm taking control of this race tonight and we're just gonna lead?
Yeah, that was the first truck race at Daytona in 2000.
The lag of back hasn't worked, but we've been there at the end of times and it never came up. And never got the checker flag here, so just throw all next to the wind and see what happens.
How's the handling with the trucks? We've seen several of them get loose. Is yours handling
Oh
pretty
yeah, I think you're right, Mumble.
Yeah, Josh and these guys, I mean, the drivability.
Crafton is the first ballot Hall of Famer when he decides to hang it up.
They did a very good job of having the speed and the drivability with it, so very happy.
All right, man, keep it up. Good luck.
Thank you.
And Matt Crafton will lead the field back to green for the third and final stage. Who will get it done? Stay with us.
I know I have all my stat guys around me, so I'll throw the question to them because I'm curious myself. Or actually, no, I'm not curious. I know who it is. What the wins list looks like for the Truck Series. Obviously, I know Kyle Busch is at the top of that list. I think it's Kyle, and then I think it's Ron Hornaday. After that, I don't know. So I'd have to... I obviously Kyle and Ron. I know Skinner has a couple wins, but I don't know how many he has. Is my issue.
America is asking, do you push your loved one or push the button?
So okay, Jack is third.
I'm not pushing the button.
I thought he was. I know Sprague was up there because Sprague also has the championships, 3 championships too. Okay, so Skinner and Sprague are tied. Okay. Well, that's because two of his championships were under the old point system. Remember, the Xfinity and Truck Series didn't get the change to the point system until 16. I think 16 was the first year of that format for them. So, and 2 of Craftsman's titles were in 13 and 14, the back-to-back.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping. Where are you going? He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
Crafton was consistent.
iPhone 16 to T-Mobile. It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on.
You know, I've said it before, and I'm almost beating a dead horse and saying it here, but
versus the other big guys. What a deal. Y'all giving it away too fast. T-Mobile, slow down.
this system, you have to show up when it matters. This system, you can't. Bad races hurt you more under this format than any other format we've had. It's hard to recover from a bad race under this format than it is with the old format. The pre-2004 format.
We're scratching our head just a little bit. What is the strategy play right now?
It's a little goofy. We're just trying to get all boards lined up here, and hopefully they all pit before us, and we'll make some time together when they all pit.
All right, good luck. We'll be watching. Thanks.
Well, he's smiling. He said it's a little goofy. They're trying something.
Yeah, I hope it works out for him, but I always hate giving up the track position, and maybe that's just my Sunday mentality of having the track position being so hard. Maybe that trucks feel like
Nope.
it's so fast that they can protect
About 5 laps from halfway.
myself up front.
I also think he held his cards pretty close to his chest on that, because he really.
And also, guys, I'm thinking positive. I know there's the risk of weather on Sunday. We're getting the whole distance in on Sunday. Mark my words, right here, right now. We go the distance on Sunday.
So basically, right now, we go back green. We'll have 55 laps to go. You guys think that they can go a max of?
We will go the distance. I'm confident.
Want to take a fuel?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think I'd say we'll leave the ish in there. And
I'm not even going to say a percentage. I am firm in that belief.
Strategy, but that could be the possibility of going into the fuel savings so that you make a short.
This is the year we make the distance without weather being a factor.
Well, aside from the early caution there, but it's going to get more aggressive.
I'm looking forward to see if they can move up top and try to make that third lane work again. I think it's crazy to think that's going to work twice.
Corey Heim in the 11, Daniel Hemrick in the 19 on the outside. Green flag in the air once again.
Again, the inside seems to start good, but again, that outside.
Pushing Daniel Hemrick on the outside.
And Finger is a winner here.
William got into the back of Corey Heim there and checked that whole bottom row up as they reorganized.
Look at Tyler Ankrum coming into the fight now. Somebody that hadn't been mentioned yet tonight.
Well, you see Grant offset to the right rear of that truck. You can't be centered up on these trucks in the corners, so you have to get offset even on the straightaway a little bit to try to get the best push that you can to help that front
And we're 3.
in front of you stay as straight as possible.
What I saw happen there in the
Parker trying to come through the middle with 17. I can't pronounce that name, so it was Rigoro? Looks like an Italian name, 4 wide. Oh, and Jack did the smart thing. He got out of there. He did the smart thing. He got out of there. Oh, that was risky. That was risky. That made my voice go up an octave for a second. 4 wide off turn 2 at Daytona.
And the one Ford that I don't see up there is that 88 truck of Matt Crafton. You see the 38 and the 34 of Chandler Smith and Lane Riggs right there on the outside lane with the 66.
Ford's lining up again.
And then you see the other strategy of Ty Majeski and Matt Crafton at the back of the field.
I saw Tony Breidinger is back out on track, so she's back there with a couple of teammates. Breidinger is 1 lap down. She had a single truck incident run out the second caution of the evening.
And I really like racing towards the front of the pack. I just think that evolution of saving works out every once in a while, and it could work out tonight.
3 Toyotas lined up on the inside.
To the end of these races, and Joey, you're so good at it, and I think that's one reason that you became so good at it, is you always stayed up in the front of the pack.
2 Chevrolets and a couple Fords, and then
So that when you get to the end of these races,
there goes Chandler.
You know where your truck is. You know all the things that you need to do with that vehicle to make the right moves happen.
That goes back to what we talked about before the race started with rookies. Make the moves, right? Do something.
Nope, somebody's smoking into 1. There they go.
That's the 18. Tyler Ankrum. Caution is out. We do have a truck around right behind him.
Yeah, that was Dawson Sutton right behind him on the apron. It looks like.
What if the 18 blew up? And I just mentioned Ankrum and him running P3.
Caution of the evening.
Did that to Chandler last night.
It popped out of gear and anything just blew up.
There you hear it. Just blew up.
No, that was the spotter Joey, that was the spotter asking him what happened.
I don't think the truck behind him of Sutton got tore up. It looked like he just spun around. And
Wonder if he slid into any oil that was there.
Ankrum was done.
I could see the smoke as they were showing the front of the field going into 1.
Sutton right behind him. Oh, right there.
Oh, man.
Sutton just got caught up, slipped out the oil on the track.
Yeah, I wonder if he just made a quick move.
There's no way it's going to happen 3 days in a row, though.
In the oil there.
Yeah, I bet that all that smoke probably got his attention and he kind of overreacted there. Going up the racetrack and just got loose.
I actually mentioned Majeski earlier, but he was not running 3rd at the time, so like Chandler and Ankrum were when I mentioned them.
And you can't see anything inside the truck.
He's got some damage on the right rear. Might have been where the back of that truck was up on the banking. When he was down on the flat, the back of the truck probably got that banking.
Halfway. At 50.
We'll step aside. 51 laps to go from Daytona. Chandler Smith, Lane Riggs,
Yeah, it was the engine probably going south, John.
An MSC cruise isn't just a vacation, it's a holiday full of European style.
And all the things Americans love too. Come on.
It's my girl. Love me some Drew Barrymore.
You ready for some adrenaline?
How high is that?
So high.
Privacy.
Privacy.
Gelato.
Froyo.
Architecture.
Sharkitecture.
That is a big hat.
It's American. Of course.
That's a good one for.
Don't you mean holiday?
Save that one for screen share.
Michigan State takes on Michigan. Fox College Hoops Friday tips off at 8 Eastern.
Since we started Fast,
Well,
America's Reward.
yeah, Megan Fox in the first Transformers movie. I think everybody knows the one shot that's seen that movie. Yeah.
For scanning receipts, playing games, or doing your shopping.
I mean, it's one of the shots of the movie, like the Phoebe Cates, like the Phoebe Cates slow motion walk out of the pool in Fast Times. Trying to think of some others. Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. You say the actress and you say the scene, and everybody knows what you're talking about. the Farrah Fawcett movie, the Farrah Fawcett bathing suit poster. Trying to think of some other notable ones.
But sometimes you gotta put on your game face. That's why Tylenol provides fast, effective pain relief. That's Tylenol.
Oh, Tawny Katane on the hood of the hood of the Jaguar in the Whitesnake video for Here I Go Again. What's her name? I think it was Bobby. Was it Bobby? I can't think of her last name. The one in for the video for Cherry Pie. It's long Cherry Pie. I can't remember the model's name. I wanted to say Brown, but I couldn't figure out if I was right. I wasn't sure of myself. I should have just went for it.
You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. What a night it has been as we reach the halfway.
Oh well, Denise Richards and Nev Campbell in that movie. Them both.
Amanda Busick, Josh Sims, and Regan Smith. Here's a look at the race so far. 9 different leaders, lead changes, 20 cars on the lead lap.
And of course, probably the most iconic one that at least gentlemen will be aware of. Just Baywatch. I don't think I could pick a particular one. Just Baywatch. You know, whether it be Pam Anderson or what's her name? Was it Eckert was on there?
That's right.
I'm trying to think of who else was on there.
So we've got teammates, front row teammates leading right
now.
now.
Bo Derek in 10, yep, that's another one.
Truck operation this year. Chandler Smith in the 38, Lane Briggs in the 34. Let's get to it.
My name is Lane Riggs. I'm 22 years old. I live in Bethlehem, North Carolina.
This is a good one.
Got me into racing. He was lucky enough to make a career in NASCAR and the Cup Series.
Bumble, send me a link on Discord because I want to know. I don't know who she was. Jessica Alba, yeah.
And win every single one we go to. I got a lot of confidence in my team, my people, and I know we can get the job done.
Well, of course. Well, we know you, Hamill.
Well, the thing I love about Lane is just how much better he got last year. He obviously comes from a racing family.
Although I will say this as a straight male.
The Cup Series, but
The kid, the actor that played his son in the show was
Yes, he is. Talk about last year. He pulled off 2
was pretty ripped too.
popped his arm out, his shoulder out of socket.
Oh my
Victory, had surgery in the offseason, and now hit road. Oh,
Ooh, stalled it.
He waited. A smart move. He saw the 17 coming in.
Heads up
play. That could
Akram blew up Sonic. Akram blew him. Tyler Akram blew a motor going into turn 1, and that's why we're under yellow.
Could be both, right? I mean, I know I look up in the mirror a lot of times in those scenarios. Hopefully, his crew chief was looking at the same thing. It was able to make that call, but going back to Lane, I think he's got a fantastic future in the sport. Just looking at what he did at the end of last year, but I also like him as a person off the racetrack. Seems like the type of person who's a go-getter, well-spoken, professional. I look for him to be around for a long time. Probably learned a lot from his dad.
Yeah, and you see the improvement last year from the first 14 to the last 9.
He's got the frown on the left side, smiling.
That's just a great job, from graphics guys. But funny story, Lane, after he got out of that truck and threw his shoulder out of socket, we got to the legend car track the next week. And
Hey, JD McKaylee's streaming. I'm watching his stuff.
Got up there and threw his arm up like his arm was out of socket. He's like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like,
If you guys want to watch a channel that has hilarious
legend car and act like my shoulder was thrown out of socket.
that has a hilarious
Let's take a look. This is exactly what we're talking about. Yes, I finally won.
Oh, we didn't show the full embarrassing part. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Does a little dance. They pop it back in right there.
This is the best part. After they pop it back in, I'm good.
you need to go check out JD McKaylee. Very, very entertaining videos. His compilation from the iRacing moments are hilarious.
He said it just kept getting more frequent. So after he celebrated that victory, he's like, yeah, we need to do something about that. So the Tuesday after the final race of the season, he got that surgery. Said not fully 100%. Obviously, he can drive the truck. He still doesn't know if he'll have full motion racing his right arm.
Awards just a couple weeks later.
It's hard for me to say, Bumble, because to me, I think they're about even. I'd say they're about even. Don't get me wrong, she's good looking, but I'd say it's about even to Anderson.
Since we started Fetch, America's rewards app, we've helped people earn over $1 billion in rewards. Our next mission, to help you earn another $1 billion in rewards as fast as we can. You want a free gift card? Yeah. What's the catch? There is no catch. You literally get free gift cards for scanning receipts, playing games.
Well, I do say I do have a preference myself. I'm more into the brunettes than I am the blondes, but I have a preference. That's why I bring up Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates at Fast Times. The cars moving in stereo, playing in the background. Hey, I'm not Brian. Okay?
Hey, Doug, quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll. No question.
You know how tough payroll can be.
No, switch to Gusto and pay my team couldn't be easier. Gusto
Sucker wouldn't open. Took me a second to open the damn chip bag.
Sounds like you know the drill.
Good one. Can I run payroll too? Sure. After this.
Choose payroll without the pain. That's
No.
working with Gusto. Michigan State.
Yeah, but we like you, Bumble. the queen of the streamers / YouTube NASCAR related content.
That's a hack, right? No? A hack-free burger made fresh for you? Gotta be Wendy's.
You are the queen of chats.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, racing from Daytona. So our leader is Chandler Smith, and it's hard to believe, but just 24 hours ago, he had the biggest impact he has ever had in a race vehicle. This was it during the dual race. See the 66 right there trying to race his way, and bam! Night ends, does not qualify for the Daytona 500. I waited 30 minutes to use the care center, had to have x-rays, said he's sore basically head to toe today. And look, put it aside, do what true racers do, put that helmet on. Now he's looking to win this race tonight.
Well, if you're going to race, you're going to wreck. And I think that,
Oh, yeah.
that he'll probably go home.
Well,
now that he wrecked that truck car like that, is go home and work.
Hamill, we have two queens, you and Bumble. I'll let you guys. I'll let the two of you decide. Shoot it out between the two of you which suit you want, but which card suit you want. But
ultimately, keep yourself healthy longer, or be able to recover quicker in those type of scenarios.
we're not gonna have a queen off in here. I got two queens.
Gas game is real. We saw a lot of these guys come back to pit lane that last time by and top off. You hear Majeski with his truck shut off, so we're getting to the point where there's some gambling that might not be in that window yet, but it's getting closer to starting to happen.
Well, 45 to go.
It stops shorter.
Will actually be 45 laps to go. It's getting by, guys. Less than half the race to go. Chandler Smith in the 38, Daniel Hemrick in the 19, Parker Kligerman. 2 wins at Talladega. Loves this style of racing in the 75 truck on the outside.
See those first 4 trucks attached. Both lanes.
Hey, look where the momentum's coming, though. The high side.
Is almost non-existent besides those 3, maybe 4 trucks.
That's Timmy
And
Hill,
there they go.
6 truck, 3rd in line on the bottom. Haven't talked about him tonight. He just lost those dancing partners. Falling
Ooh, good run coming back there with the 19 and 9. Someone help me. 19 and 9. Are they teammates for this? Are they teammates, or am I mistaken? Because they seem to be working together like teammates. Might just be manufacturers lined up, but.
Daniel Hemrick started his career now in the Truck Series, went Cup racing, went to Xfinity, won a championship, went back Cup racing, and this year full-time in the Truck Series. And he told me, he said, honestly, you walk in, it's a little humbling. He said, but I'm in a truck that I know I'm capable of winning each race, and I have a chance to win a championship this year, and that's what it's all about for him.
Absolutely, you know that truck's fast.
Hemrick,
Fast last year.
Hemrick wants the top spot.
Justin Haley for Spire Motorsports.
Timmy!
3rd in line on the outside.
Here comes Timmy. Oh, but they really checked up on the inside, though.
I think that's just one of those scenarios, Joey, where he just doesn't want to tug on the wheel.
Here comes Justin Haley into the mix, too.
Really, with these trucks tonight, we've seen that outside lane be able to get formed with all the restarts and go a lot better.
Yeah.
Tony Breidinger, she brought out a caution, the second one of the night. She wrecked that truck. They were able to fix it up, and here she is in the hunt.
That's a pretty good hit to the left side of that truck, too. So
On the lead lap, running there in 11th.
making repairs, it looks
Or
like.
currently scored 11th.
Good job at bringing it back through the field.
And she's racing full-time.
They better watch the turn 4 exit, though, running as low as they are.
Right there, right on the right side of Daniel Hemrick. I wanted to say Christian Eckes there for a second. Daniel Hemrick, and what that's doing is that's the side draft. That just dumps all the air off the front of your truck onto that spoiler of the truck below you, so or above you, and you see that hatch on the tailgate on the bed top there, straight up in the air on the Hemrick truck. Did it twice.
Mentioned Christian Eckes. Great season with that team. He was actually with them the last couple of years, but he has now graduated, moved up to the NASCAR Xfinity Series. They'll be racing tomorrow.
Well, you see Chandler Smith, I feel like he's been the most aggressive up front with the side draft and the blocks and everything that's happening. And for him, it's going to be busier because with the Fords that we saw up there before, we saw those ThorSport trucks
outside trying to line up.
Chandler Smith is going to have to defend himself with the 19 truck and the 75 truck of Parker Kligerman up on the outside because they want to lead. They don't care what manufacturer he's driving. They want to be up there and put themselves in the lead.
See, Grant Enfinger jumped up there in front of Parker, seeing that lane. I think you sometimes listen to your spotter and say, okay, who's the numbers in that lane, right? Who's the drivers up there, the cars that are up there? Do I think it's going to move because of who that is? When you look at that top lane and you hear Parker Kligerman just
sneaking down the back.
Two trucks, I feel like that lane's got a good chance of moving forward for those reasons.
Ooh, 19 got loose. I don't know if he pulled in front of the 19 or if that was intentional jump up there. Try the cross under maybe here. Back to the 9. Try the cross under on Chandler through the here. Oh, Enfinger's going to duck down.
Yeah, and you see from this Ford Performance camera that you see Chandler Smith able to look to this left side mirror and keep glancing up to his mirror in the middle of the truck. They don't have the electronic mirror like the Cup cars, so his mirror, he keeps having to turn his head and look to see where it's going. And you spend more time looking backwards than you do looking forward in these situations.
Yeah, when you're the leader, you're looking the whole time, right? You kind of follow. I mean, honestly,
We'll stack there with the
you just kind of follow wherever that car behind you goes.
one truck there in the middle. I think that was Tanner in the middle. Now, if I wanted to speak Italian, I'd tell you to go home and get your fucking shine box. Movie turns 35 this year, by the way. Love Goodfellas.
And this spotter plays such a big role. You got to paint the picture for the driver of where the runs are coming from, so you get there in time. You can't react too late because you'll just miss it, right? You got to know how it's building, where you're about to go.
I'm assuming that year in your name, Chuck, is accurate. Which if it is, you're like I said, you're 3 years off me. I'm 3 years after you, but.
And that's why I don't like racing in the back. I think when you're racing in the front, you are able to do all the things that Chandler is doing right now of changing lanes, and that spotter is actively getting better and better, and that communication gets smoother and smoother, and the trust level just keeps going up from the driver's compartment.
I still love the way they worked the title of the movie into the one line, which is, "You're gonna like this fella. He's a good fella. He's one of us."
And I think those guys have purposely did what they did with the pit strategy and everything that they had, and been ultra conservative. We've seen them be able to drive back to the front when they want to.
I don't know why it says stage 3 at the top, which doesn't matter. That's basically the number of laps at the end of the race.
So interesting.
And Bumble, you're basically just a couple months older. You're January where I'm October. Same year though.
The leaders have to pit under green. They're gonna.
It just feels nice to have people around me that are my age, you know, like I'm not the only one. My cousin is actually an 87 birthday too.
They're definitely thinking that they're gonna make better time by.
I got one cousin that was born in 85 and one that was 87 on my mom's side, so.
Greatness hurts. But sometimes you gotta put on your game face. That's why Tylenol provides fast, effective pain relief
That's Tylenol. That's care without limits.
I just think it's funny how people in their 30s are considered old now. Really?
Pro-Plan Sport. Advanced nutrition for strength and stamina.
I knew there was a reason I liked you, Bumble.
Thrillingly tense. Depending on how wet and cold they get, it's dangerous. It puts a twist on the survival genre.
I just want to go home. Oh, we can hear him.
And Fox Monday. If you don't hit the button, we're gonna have some problems.
It's gonna get ugly.
America is asking, do you push your
I say, poor Bumble's probably old enough to be your mother. If I'm old enough to be your dad, she's old enough to be your mother.
Well, pit road
Yep.
just became a busy place.
Pit road, pit stops.
It was chaos for a moment where the 9 truck right there
And the Grand Infigure got some damage. Well, who hit him? Somebody's gonna have nose damage.
Coming back in, that looked like a pretty blatant speeding penalty right there, but we'll see. Yep, he's Grant Enfinger has a speeding penalty and will have to make a drive-through.
So that was all the Chevys. They all came in at the same time. Now you got the Ford still out there. So you have another group.
Toyota's all coming together.
They're all pitting together now. But what's going to happen is the Fords are going to be able to run longer because they kept repitting under caution every chance they can. So they got more gas in their trucks.
This could be final stops too. I believe this be final stops.
So far, as we mentioned, too fast entering.
And these guys in the Fords are banking on their trucks being lined up and being able to run faster than all these trucks that have been a little bit disorganized getting to pit road. We've seen Grant Enfinger have a penalty, and you know, this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Now they need to get connected as good as possible to be able to not do that. They need to stay in line and get connected and go and make as much time as possible.
So what they're trying to do right now is they're going to try to, I call it sniff the draft off the trucks that just pulled off. Right? So they're up to speed. They're going as fast as they can. They're going to try to catch those single trucks that fall off the back of the other packs. They didn't have a good pit stop. And they're going to catch that draft and make their whole pack run faster. And they're going to try to make time. Their bet is that they can run faster and catch the Chevy group, the Toyota group in front of them as just a group of Fords. This will be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, no, the thing that I really like about this truck race right now, I know it looks scattered. These guys and gals are here to learn. They're here to understand how to race. And being able to do a green flag pit stop and have to do all this strategy and adapt to it is really, really good experience for all these guys. I like to see it.
Well, I mentioned mistakes. A couple of the Toyotas busted for speeding on pit road as well. Stuart Friesen in the 52, Tony Breidinger in the 5.
And there's no speedometer in these trucks. This is all done by RPM, and I think it's even harder in the Truck Series and in the Xfinity Series because you do it off the lights on your tack. It's not quite as easy to do as it is in the Cup car, but you want to push that as much as possible. You got to remember, these guys didn't get any practice throughout the day, so they didn't get to run up and down pit road and really get that dialed in on their pit road speed.
But this
is Clay Greenfield.
They gave up the lead earlier in the race to get all the Fords together. He said,
running well at the moment.
Here's the goofy strategy. Now here's where I'm talking about where they're going to make speed. See how they're catching Parker Kligerman in front of them.
Ooh, there goes the 95.
I was just going to say their plan worked out until now. Greenfield hard.
Maybe I should just stop mentioning guys at this point. I literally just mentioned Greenfield. Greenfield's running wrong. Well, next shot he's in the fence. Seriously? Well, if you guys want me to jinx a driver. That's 3 times now. One yesterday, one earlier today, and now this one. Yeah, all by himself off turn 4.
Third time tonight.
Yeah, and the way that those trucks and all the cars go over that section in the corner, we've talked about it all night. They just get free right there.
And the thing is, it's not that way. You can't say he was running 3rd either because he was running 9th at the time that I mentioned him.
I think it's just getting worse and worse over the years. I don't remember it being this bad in the Truck Series. It seems like just over time, track loses grip, right? The asphalt gets a little bit worn out. And a lot of it depends on how aggressive you want to be.
Seriously, that is eerie. that is really, really eerie.
we did this and we did that. Take a little grip out. I think it'll be okay. I think last year, you know, we were fine. And then you get to the racetrack, you're like, oh my God, I can't drive this thing. It is out of control.
I think they're good, Sam. I think they're good, Bumble.
We're going to find mechanical grip by doing this, and this, and we'll take a little bit of downforce effort to help, you know, go down the straightaway. But
I think them pitting when they did, they were good to go. So.
Especially later on.
Can't beat grip from that downforce.
Joey, what's the difference in the Cup car coming off turn 4 in that same situation? How does that compare?
I mean, there's a lot of similarities. I think one of the things that's really different with the trucks to the Cup cars is the side force piece. Right, when the trucks are side by side, the inside truck is going to get freer. Whereas the Cup cars now, you can be side by side.
Like kidding, half a Chase. The Chase Elite fans that are in here would crucify me if I did that.
As we see,
or as much as I don't like the guy, I'm not going to be that mean.
There's just several scenarios right here. It started right off the bat with the 45 truck, and you see him just get a little bit loose and check that lineup and get some contact.
Yeah.
Same thing here with the 5.
Well, we'll see. If I mention another driver and it happens again tonight, I'm just gonna say, okay. Apparently, I have the ability. Apparently, the commentator's curse applies to streamers as well. Either that, or I'll take Michael Roots and hey, I think I mentioned Jimmy Johnson on Sunday. No, Jimmy Johnson's doing really well at this moment. No, Griffin, no! God, I can't believe it though. That's 3 times now. That is 3 times, twice tonight and once yesterday that I mentioned a driver, and the next. That was the quickest that had happened though. Literally, not 2 seconds after I mentioned where he was running, boom, there he's around and in the fence.
It's brutal. So slow. Good thing we brought Jersey Mike's. Is that Danny DeVito? Don't worry about me. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's. And at Jersey Mike's, the subs matter most. Freshly sliced right in front of you. That's what matters here. Almost forgot. I found you.
Or just shut up for the rest of, at least for the rest of the 500. Clean this back up. Tends to do that. Come on. Come on.
If you're an employer, you have the power to save lives. The Screening Time Off program encourages employees
I didn't say that though.
to step out for recommended screenings. Be the world's best.
Plus, I was aware of this port. It's not the first time it's done it. So, if I'm out long enough, it eventually does. They did it last night to us. So.
The Goodyear blend. And what beautiful shots it is. Absolutely gorgeous night here in Daytona. Lit up. Everything's sold out. The infield, all the camping.
I will say this. Daytona's on my bucket list.
Looking forward to the Daytona 500.
It's definitely on my bucket list.
Comes all the Fords that had to pit still.
Love that shot overhead. Wipe the grill. Make sure you get off any debris.
Well,
99 taking tires.
Yeah, we see the 99
it has its.
Around him, that's going to make it difficult for him to get out of his pit stall.
It has its
right in front of him. They're making some chassis
issues. Don't get me wrong.
Others fuel only.
Hamill, but
Yeah. He lost most of his track position anyways when he put 4 tires on.
well, then again, yeah, you're used to being at the track for it, so.
Didn't lose a whole bunch there.
But as fast as that truck is, I like the fact that it'll have more grip.
Things are winding down. Michael McDowell is shown as the leader. Stay with us. We're live from Daytona.
I would just Daytona's the bucket list just for me to be able to say that I've gone to Daytona, you know.
Sale this week only.
because it's like me going to the Indy 500. I can say that I went to an Indy 500. I'll always be able to bring up, yeah, I went to the Indy 500. It was a blast. Like I can say, in just my lifetime, if I'm counting just motorsports events, I've been to 2 NASCAR races, both at MIS, June of 2005 and August of 21. I've been to an NHRA event, Summit Motorsports Park, Norwalk, Ohio in 09. Countless Monster Jam events at the Pontiac Silverdome. That ages me. I can vaguely remember going to what I think was a kart. I think it was kart at the time, race at MIS in either 99 or 2000. But I'm not 100% sure on that. And then obviously the Indy 500 was the other one in 17. So that's so on my bucket list. I've yet to do a dirt race. I've wanted to go see the Indy cars down in Detroit and have yet to do that. Nope.
What even is your category, black and white? That's a great question, Rob. So mysterious.
I'll tell you, out of all the events that I've been to, and granted I love the Indy 500, and those know my chat that have been here know that I opposite end of the track, but we were down in 3 and 4, but we saw they played it on the big screen. That happened in 1 and 2. I was down turn 3. Out of all the events I've been to, the NHR event was probably my favorite. Just the cars themselves were great to experience. The garage area, the garage experience was bar none. And the fact, anybody that knows their drag racing history, I got a picture with Don Perdome just walking through the garage area, and my dad was the one who mentioned it to me. Hey, that's it. Again, this is with me not knowing who he was at the time. My dad goes, "Hey, that's Don Perdome. Hey, get over there and see if you can get a picture with him." And yeah, he was just walking through the garage area. I would love to go back to an AHRA event, Bumble. Just honestly, I that's the one event I would love to do again.
Well, it is fun, and you go back to the podcast. It's fun to be able to interview guys like Joey and all the different guests that we have, and it's fun to be able to hear the current guys talk about racing. I'm a couple of years working on my second year removed, so that makes it interesting to see if anything's evolved or changed.
We have a big day tomorrow.
Yes,
we're doing an interview with myself and Roger Penske.
Yes.
Which I've never done a sit-down interview with my boss before, so I'm looking forward to
Oh,
that.
that's the other one I can say on my bucket list, which I've actually mentioned in here before,
those two together to be able to talk
that I've met Roger Penske.
Just so many
I was in elementary school at the time. I think it was either 4th or 5th grade.
I'm interested. I'm not going to give you a lot of insight on
And I've met Roger Penske.
No heads up.
I wish I could find the photo, but yeah, it's a photo of me, my sister, a classmate, a then school friend of mine, with Roger Penske.
11:30 Eastern is when our coverage begins. Get those hard questions.
I've got a picture with Roger Penske. I got a picture with Dennis Anderson.
How you doing, Regan?
Well, Jamie, just a couple of quick updates for you. Michael McDowell
And Tom Meents.
Position. They wanted to pit with their teammates under that green flag cycle. He could not get to the bottom to do that, so this caution, not something they wanted. They were at the mercy of the Fords who they were running with at the time, and they had not stopped yet. That was the only plan that they could have. And then the one truck.
But in terms of my bucket list, the guys that I would still like to
evening, but keep
Oh,
an eye
and
on this as it plays out.
outside of motorsports, Darren McCarty is one I can say is on my ones that I've
That could definitely be a
met.
problem because you're going to have to be a good pusher, but
Of course, I got other ones like
that he's in, running
Lee
seven,
Thompson
looks like he's gonna
from Back to the Future.
on the outside, but sometimes just
Marty's
being in the
mom.
middle of the pack, when everybody else starts pushing, you wind up
Met
being a little
her.
closer to the guy in front of you
I
regardless.
met Anthony Michael Hall.
And being in the middle of the pack at this point is not where you want to be. Coming down with 25 laps to go, it's gonna get aggressive, right? Pushing's gonna get.
Well, we're gonna get back to green. Bucket list of guys that I still want to meet. John Force would be one. I think would be awesome to meet. Tony Stewart. I would love just even if it was just a chance meeting with Tony, where it just there's a hi, how are you kind of thing.
There's just there's things that happen.
Yeah, Brooke Shields would be a good one.
Start to form that 88 truck.
But those two for sure. Tony Stewart and John Force would be the two that I would honestly would want to meet. Obviously, I would love to meet Ryan, of course.
His competitors have learned. They're fast. The top line will
DW.
just going to get in front of them.
And Ben Rhodes says the heck with you.
No, DW's up there in age, but DW would definitely be one. DW, Mike Joy,
The 38 and the 34 shot.
Alan Bestwick.
They carried a ton of speed, got their way up top, and now they're leading that third lane, looking like they're going to be in control.
And they're three abreast now.
By the time they get into turn one.
Tanner Gray, haven't talked about him.
Again, that very high lane.
Just behind Gio
I'm telling you, watch that on Sunday. For those that are curious, in my Discord, we have a little thing we're doing, kind of trying to predict what we're going to see on Sunday. And one of the things I said is I think the winning move is going to be an outside move like that. Ooh. Tanner thought about trying to get in front of Raja, and that was a little hairy, a little tight.
A little bit there off of turn 4 to 17 of Raja Karut. It's just uncomfortable watching. When they get three wide, there's even less room.
The Grays were,
which is going to make you even freer.
I keep forgetting it's not Taylor in the 17.
Chandler Smith trying to control the lead right now, seeing if he has any friends.
He's done a great job of controlling that.
Team
lead.
trucks hooking up.
He's definitely been aggressive with those blocks and trying to control the speed of each lane and get down and block the lane that's coming the fastest. And right now he's got that 34 truck of Lane Riggs behind him on the top groove and the Toyotas on the bottom.
Got his one and only teammate Will Haddon behind him. Now he dropped
Ooh,
to
they're
the
checking up
bottom.
a little bit.
Yeah, and this is when it gets
Hang on, guys.
You have to hold that truck on the bottom with more wheel, like Joey was saying. Radius of that corner
Well,
gets
now it's gonna start to get a little hairy. We're starting to get to that 20 to go mark when you got to start watching, because that's when things are gonna happen.
And here he is leading at Daytona in his debut. Chandler Smith on the high side.
I'm watching those runs. Somebody's gonna try to block one of those runs.
Before the race, I talked to Gio's crew chief, Jeremy
Could be where it
Donnelly.
gets hairy.
This kid,
Oh.
of course, this is his first truck race.
The team got squirrely there.
One thing I can tell you about him, he can drive and he can drive fast. We saw that in the test earlier this year, but he said he's got what it takes to be a factor in this truck series. He may make some mistakes. He's going to have a lot to learn. This is his first time doing live pit stops in a race, but the talent is there, and we're seeing that right now, Jamie.
Toyota has so many
I assume you're referencing Hemrick and Crafton.
I help media train these kids a little bit, but they already come in, Kevin. I mean, they're 14, 15, 16 years old. They're already so polished.
Three
and
wide.
up. Toyota goes out and scouts these kids from across the country and then finds places to put them. And that's why you're seeing Tricon Garage, 5 full-time trucks. There's so much talent there.
Yeah, and that Toyota program does
Yeah, I'll say that. Toyota's done a really good job as far as finding talent. The problem is there's not many room for them to move up right now, like as far as cup rides go. It's just Toyota's really good at scouting talent.
As the leader crosses the line, we've reached our Craftsman, 20 to go.
You see a lot of discipline still in that top lane. You know, they're trying to stay up top there to control the Fords.
Raja had to move up a little bit. Now there's 3 back there.
Bottom, working that shorter distance on the bottom.
Oh man!
Oh, he's gonna get split.
Oh!
Oh wow, he's way below the double yellow here.
He got shoved down there, though. Oh, what were you doing, Lane? 4 wide. 4 wide. Come on, guys.
It looked to me like he got forced down there, and he went all the way to the bottom.
Still dicey. There's still 4. I feel like at this point you guys just need to wreck just to ease the tension. Damn. Guys, how? How have they... I got to quote Wally Dallenbach for the one Summer Cup race. I can't believe they haven't wrecked yet. Probably the highest pitch I've ever heard Wally Dallenbach go. The 08 Summer Daytona race.
Chandler Smith continues to lead. We're going to step aside, but you won't miss a thing.
Hemrick trying to get a run with, I think that's Heim out there.
Scalp issues, but then I started using Head and Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head and Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes aren't everyone's.
But then again, this is the truck series. No, the truck series, they'll wait till the last lap on the back straightaway and then wreck.
It helps prevent dandruff before it starts.
Where do you think you're going?
See? No flakes down here.
Hair looks great.
Have a little help.
Make every wash count.
Everywhere but the seat.
Oh, Malcolm in the middle, 4 wide. I didn't see the joke bumble, otherwise I would have laughed at it. Ooh, there we go. Infinger in the wall. McDowell around. Crafton's in it. Caruso gonna hit the inside. Yep.
My new motorcycle. Have you seen it, by the way? Happy birthday, Grandma!
I saw it the way they were fanning out in the back. I was like, something's gonna give, and it did.
Brother +1.
I think Enfinger got hit, turned sideways, and mayhem.
Footlong, get one free right now in the Subway app.
Jack Wood.
That's right, buy 1 footlong sub, get another
He's tore
free.
up.
Deals this good usually come with a 2-year contract. Grab the deal online or in app.
The O2 truck. I don't know who's in the O2 truck, but he's tore up.
Welcome to Truck Country, where sweat becomes fuel. Bumpers become
Okay. Enfinger got turned on the back straightaway. I'm not sure if he was the first one that got out of shape, but Crafton's tore up, McDowell's tore up, Jack Wood,
Welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Caruso.
Saturday on Fox Primetime Hoops. 2 Big Ten
I'm not familiar with him, Hamill, so. Well, we knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter. It really was a wreck looking for a place to happen at this point.
As spring returns, the Panther's agility is on full display. He leaps for an opening. But even apex predators can be brought down by a battlehawk.
Welcome to more. Welcome to a whole new season.
Wait until we see a replay, but I know Enfinger was the first one sideways on the back. I don't know who got in the back of him, but
You saw it in side-by-side, multiple trucks involved. Looked like it all started with Jack Wood. He got into the outside wall, and it was truck after truck. A lot of damage. See it right there. Huge hit, though, for Raja Caruth.
oh, Tony got a piece of it.
Involved in her second incident. Matt Crafton. It was a good night going until this moment.
Right, okay, there's Enfinger. Wood to his outside.
See that we're trying
See
to
Parker
where
there.
This all started right here.
Oh, Heim and Hemrick. Oh no, it was Jack Wood. It was Jack Wood, not Enfinger. I saw.
What'd you see there, Joseph?
Trouble. I think there's a checkup early ahead of them when the 11.
And it looked like Wood tried to jump back to the high side, and it was covered at that point.
The back to that aerial view, the 11 gets to the outside of the truck that was in front of him. He didn't mean to, and I think he lifted here, right here. The 19 and the 11, right here. I think they see how he gets up next to him.
He's being pushed by Rhodes.
Back here, and then it kind of pushes
Yeah, and
the 91
then
a little bit sideways.
I don't know. Maybe Majeski got in the back of Rhodes and got into Wood.
Him in the corner of his bumper, and that just sets off a chain reaction of just.
The Rhodes definitely did not hit Wood square. I don't. It's hard to tell if
that line right there. And then
it looks there like Wood came over, but
2 or 3 behind you don't see anything happening, and they keep
the one shot it didn't look like he didn't. It looked like it was more Rhodes just got the back of him trying to push him.
Right rear quarter panel there, and it just sets this wreck off.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think. I mean, you're all over the truck in front of you. All
Well,
you
depends on
see
how long.
is
Well,
rear spoiler. So when that truck
See.
checks up, there's no time for you to really, you know, adapt or.
see, all I saw was the Chevy nose and thought it was end finger. But then when I didn't see end finger in the running order, I was like, okay, where's end finger? Why is it?
7 head on. There's the 71. Look at Rajah Caruth.
That's the worst slide. They're the worst feeling, I think, in motorsports, because it's the longest slide, knowing an impact is coming your way. And you just hope it doesn't hurt that bad. But that's a pretty good hit there.
Just destroyed the truck front to back. On board the Ford Performance, on board Ty Majeski.
I see he got collected into it at the end.
Talking about right there, like you didn't get a
Hamill.
lot of throttle lift, and he was being
Damaged trucks coming back down the track. There's nowhere you can go.
he was the one seeing all the action.
And poor McDowell was just running the one race.
Push until something happens, and unfortunately for all of them, the something that was happening was 2 trucks in front of them, and they kind of pushed Ben into the checkup.
8 trucks involved. The 7th caution of the night.
You think about how fast your reaction times have to be.
What's the biggest truck we've seen so far
Bring around
tonight?
that truck in front of you, and they lift. You have to be ready to go to the brakes that quick.
So at least at the moment, Jason, we can call it the big
You
one.
think you're gonna be wide open, you're aggressive, you're gonna push down the straightaway, we're gonna move our lane, and then everything gets a little bit wonky in front of you, and you gotta lift. It's gonna set off the chain reaction.
Gene McDowell doesn't look too
That's why
bad.
on the highway, you're supposed to leave a big gap to the car in front of you, right? It's because it gives you time for that. But in racing, you can't.
Yeah,
This is
you're
what happens.
you're covering too much of a distance in racing to be able to. When something happens, you got to be able to react. It's just sometimes you don't react fast enough. Sometimes you can't react fast enough.
Recap of what we've seen. Caden Honeycutt brings out the first caution of the night. That's off turn 4 we talked about. Again, that slide straight into the wall. His night is done.
Yeah, we have definitely put plenty of tire marks there with trucks spinning out off of turn 4. And here's another one with Tony Breidinger right next to those old, and she got old tire marks, and she got away with that first one right there.
She was able to continue after that. She was involved in this last wreck.
It's been a Thor Sport domination of the duels.
23.
Or of the stages. Rhodes winning stage 1, Crafton winning stage 2.
Back to the front, picks up stage win. Stage number.
This was Ankrum blowing the engine.
Brings out the caution after losing an engine. Clay
Greenfield, after I basically was saying how well he was running.
And that was the caution that really changed the strategy
And
quite a
then
bit. And then here we have
this one we saw on the side-by-side.
I guess you can call it the big one. Quite a few cars tore up, or trucks torn up in this one.
Yeah, and 2 of those trucks, as we see, 71 truck hit the wall really hard right there and mangled both ends of that truck. But, you know, the 88 and the 99 back into
Looking at maybe right around 10 to go here for the
we
restart.
thought were the fastest, some of the fastest trucks.
And this is where you're kind of in a tough spot. Like, if you're like 15, you got 14 to go.
The
right
damage
now,
on
you're
Rhodes'
in
truck.
grade, maybe 12 to go, something like that.
Taping up the rear
You're in the middle
quarter
of
panel.
the Hornet's nest. There's a really high likelihood of crashing at that point. You're in the middle. You're not as far forward as you want to be, but you don't want to ride in the back because then you have no chance of winning. But you're just in the wrong spot. That's why this whole point up to this.
Let's redo the tape
you were
go
trying to
burr.
Position yourself to be ahead of that spot. Those guys that are 15th are in a scary
Tape
place.
go burr.
We'll step aside.
The 200 mile per hour tape go burr.
Take the win at Daytona.
Shut her off. We're gonna be here a while.
This is what joint pain looks like when you keep moving with Aleve. Just one Aleve. 12 hours of uninterrupted joint pain relief. Aleve. Strength to last 12 hours.
Let's get it on!
Don't miss TV's #1 game show.
Dalmatian.
Piano.
Dice.
Jolly Roger.
Crossword puzzle.
Checkered flag.
Mid-high. Pass.
You can run, but you can't hide.
The Floor, all new Wednesday on Fox.
12 amateur survivors put their faith.
No, 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 no. I don't. No more. Tired of waking up on the floor. Begging you please, it only makes me seize. And then it makes it hard to find the door. Props for anybody that knows what song that is, but...
With the new Ultimate Hut Bundle, create your ultimate. I got me and some bros. We got double tap.
I get double tap.
Dude, Bundle Bros.
Bundle Bros.
Bundle Bros. Build yours starting at $24.99. No one outpeats the
I don't plan on it. Yeah. True. Sorry, I can hear my radio behind me playing Soul Man. Which we lost Sam Moore. What was that? I think last month.
Davidson taking on the San Jose State Spartans. It's all coming up next.
Tune in tomorrow as Chase Briscoe leads the field for the 67th running of the Daytona 500. Coverage of the Great American Race kicks off at 11:30.
I'm sorry, announcer.
Race scheduled for 1:30 p.m.
Tomorrow is Saturday. That's just tune in tomorrow. Dude, it's Sunday. Not tomorrow.
Wait, they jump.
Well, he's the lead car. Too, right? So.
The original Soul Man. Sam and Dave.
Tough race with teammates, right?
Good songs too. I like Soul Man.
Relationship.
Chandler Smith, Tanner Graham, the front.
Hold On.
Those are the teammates. He was talking about Lane Riggs just behind him in the 34. Let's not do anything to mess up each other's night. Let's wait till we're coming off.
Damn it! Now I may have to go listen. I'm gonna go listen to Sam and Dave after this race tonight.
Have a good restart there. The bottom lane's going to get almost 3 trucks clear. Not, yeah, 3 trucks clear.
Oh,
boy, you see a wiggle
Tan-
in the front there.
Tanner got side. Oh, the run coming. Oh, check up. Okay, guys. Sort it out. 4 wide. Back to 3. That was a little crazy there. That's okay. We're okay. We're still good.
And there you see those 2 trucks again. Those teammates, they are stuck together.
11 to go in Daytona.
Teammates are in the middle now. There's 4 of them trying to.
And they're back 3 abreast again.
Corey Heim go to the middle lane to get behind Tanner Gray. Now you
Guys, I don't think that was the big one. The action I'm seeing right now, I don't think that was the big one we just saw.
Gio's job now is to
Talk about what a difference a year makes. A year ago, that 17 truck was in the air on the back straightaway in the last lap. Right now, it's leading.
I forgot who he hit down the back straightaway there, but he ran into him so hard it really knocked the nose in of that truck. Now when there's big, all the air on the front of it, it's not as aerodynamic. There's a
We'll
lot
see,
of
Hamill. I think it's going to be a little later than that.
Guys, I'm so impressed with Gio.
I think it's not going to be maybe till 2 to go or the last lap we see it.
And blocking like he's been doing it for years.
Yeah, this kid has raced a ton stuff, though.
Ooh, that was Heim. Damn, Heim almost went around.
Completely sideways into the corner.
I don't think they're done yet.
Amazing save.
Jesus. They want to race, that's for sure. Oh, more. Oh, that was the speedy dry. That was the speedy dry.
Joey, what are you thinking? Kevin, what are you thinking? 10 laps to go.
Well, I want to be as
Well, it'll be 9 to go. You want to be the leader here, I think.
right there blocking the top lane. He's got a teammate.
Outside's got a good run here.
I think that
3 Toyotas at the front.
He's got 2 teammates behind him. So I think that those guys have control for the moment. And as this becomes more
3 Toyotas at the front, then you have the teammates of the 2 Fords are going to drop to the bottom.
do exactly what they just did. They don't want to be where they are. They know that they have fast trucks and they need to get themselves positioned back at the front of the pack. So it's going to be a battle to position yourself at the front of the pack.
There's Parker Kligerman. Goes to the inside, see if he can get any help. Nobody.
Oh, Chandler's got. Look at Chandler's nose.
Coming up on the 38. That means
Chandler's got damage to the front of that 38.
it's exhausting out of those hood flaps. You don't see the lead truck.
That nose was pushed in a little bit.
Tells me that you can see the gap.
He's got damage to the front of that truck.
That's not.
That truck's not going to run good. He can't lead.
And you look at how easy they're able to attach there. It's got to be hurting them.
Well, you can tell that it's hurting them just because of the fact that they just keep losing speed, and at some point,
Yeah.
Lane Riggs is going to have to. They're going to have to.
They're going to have to swap that.
On the front of this truck, and he's not going to win the race unless he goes somewhere else. 38 trucks done.
He's got to go around them. They got to switch positions. Look how slow.
Yeah, they don't have the speed. They need to switch that, and that's what they're trying to do, I think.
And as sad as it is, you got to bail on your teammate in this situation because you're both going to go backwards.
Yep.
And it's horrible because they were so good together as a pair.
And that's what happens at the end of these races. Things get mixed up.
All right.
You end up with guys that you hadn't drafted with.
Now this is the good, the good, the bad, and the ugly standoff now. 7 to go. They're all in a line. Who jumps and when?
We go from 2 tandem racing side by side.
It's the good, the bad, the ugly. Start playing that theme right now.
With 7 laps to go from Daytona. Look at this. 5 drivers have won in their first
He can, and as we've done this race through the years, I mean, this is a place where first-time winners can happen. It just, you allow yourself the opportunity, and several guys, as we see, have capitalized on that.
But do you want to be leading when you come out of turn 4?
Enfinger trying to pull Kligerman up on the inside there.
Yes, I'm with Joey. I want to lead as much as I can lead because you control the most when you are in the front of the race.
Oh, they're not going to stay this way, Jason. They're waiting to make the move.
I'd rather take my chances.
It's going to be a matter of who's going to be that one that ducks.
You're 20 years old. Right?
I say in this situation, you want to try making it with about 3 to go. Either 2 or 3 to go is when you want to start. Is when you want to jump down there because it's enough time to build a run. To build enough momentum. You can't wait to the last lap because I don't think you could build enough momentum on the last lap to get all the way up there.
Until right now, that's a nerve-wracking moment.
He's probably only done this 2,000 times on iRacing.
Enfinger's trying. He's pulling Kligerman and Chandler there.
Have so much experience and so many resources from a simulation standpoint.
5 to go. Somebody else jumped down there. Is that Bailey Curley? Oh no, that was Rhodes that jumped down there.
Have a lot of practice, and right now it's trial by fire by leading this race.
5 laps to go from Daytona.
Oh no, that was the 44. The 44 did jump into this in front of the 99, and here they come.
Corey Heim with them as well. Now they're getting side by side again.
Yep, they got trucks on the inside. Now here they come.
Worked together, got separated. Strategy didn't work out. See if they can do anything with it here.
Yeah, Ben Rhodes. We talked about him all night with such a fast truck. He's come back from the back.
Ooh, Tricon trucks got separated.
Gio missing a block. He's gonna get shuffled.
Ooh, Enfinger looking to the outside. Saw him win one like this.
There he saves it. The 19 Hemrick.
4 to go.
Grant Enfinger now getting back up there.
Well, we see Bailey Curry on the bottom down there.
Gray's still a part of it, the 15.
all night, and he's up leading that bottom line with 4 laps to go.
Ooh,
Tanner Gray going down the
Gray back to the inside. The Toyota's in line. I think the Toyotas are trying to stay in line together.
And there we see another move 4 wide, and you see
Ooh, that was Rhodes around Curry.
crashing right there.
Ooh, hang on to it, Lane. Hang on to it. There comes Gray.
Ben Rhodes.
Help from Heim.
A lot of help from Parker Kligerman in the 75. And look who's behind them. Lane Riggs had to.
A lot of team trucks together right now.
Chandler Smith,
38 and 34, the 3 Toyotas.
Well, Chandler Smith is in a way better position behind these trucks than he was leading. He's not having to push as much air, so that's
3 to go.
The only option that Chandler Smith has is to be a good pusher now because of the damage that he has on the front of his truck.
100%.
They're trying to start a 3rd lane. I think that's in. Is that? Yeah, that's Enfinger up there.
Still have up your help. There you go. You saw that.
Parker's going to jump up there. Yep, Enfinger's trying to run that 3rd lane.
We saw this with Eric Jones last night in a qualifying race. Made a perfect block to go from the bottom
Parker
lane
and
to the
Rhodes.
second lane right there to lead that outside line with a lot of help behind him.
That 3rd lane's still trying to get together. Oh, come on, don't die on me now. Seriously? I could deal with it. I just didn't need to deal with it right then. Come on, let's get this back up again. Of course, I gotta sit through an ad before it actually plays it, though.
That was fast.
There we go.
Even though Ben Rhodes has damage, I think it's
Only missed maybe half a lap, I think.
38 truck just cannot hang with the back bumper of that 34.
Yeah, look at the alliances here. Yeah, Parker Kligerman.
At least I got it back when it matters. Lap and a half to go.
I'm not feeling too good if I'm Parker.
You gotta be ahead. You get that white flag, you gotta be ahead.
Ben Rhodes is the leader there on the bottom, was moving around so much into turn 3.
You gotta be ahead if it happens. We're gonna make the white.
Two-time winner at Talladega.
Gotta be ahead.
Part-time driver, full-time broadcaster now.
They're still dead even. It's the 3rd lane. Is that Majet? No, that's Sauter up there. Sauter up there in the 3rd lane. Ooh, a couple guys squeezed up there. Parker stays and holds them off. And now they're 3 wide. Watch Sauter. Watch the move. Oh, he hung on to it. Oh, Rhodes. There they go. Rhodes is around. Hang on to it, Gray. No yellow. We're still green. There's the yellow, I think. No, Heim's going for it. Now the yellow's out. Kligerman wins it. Parker Kligerman's your winner.
Parker Kligerman.
Man, there.
See the caution.
Man, there was what, 3 or 4 incidents before there was actually the wreck. Wow. They were trying so bad to keep that green too.
We had a very similar situation last night in the duels.
I think NASCAR learned from Thursday. I give them credit there. They tried. They tried as hard as they could to hold the yellow there until it was finally they had to do it. I think when Riggs spun in 3 and 4 is when they finally said they had to.
And then another one and another one.
It's official. Parker Kligerman gets the win.
And see, that one I agree with. They tried their damnedest to keep that green, and when Riggs spun, I think at 3 and 4, they realized, yeah, it was about a track blocker or so.
That could have gone his way at the Roval last year in the Xfinity Series, and now you see
How about Parker?
finally go his way. Parker's done a great job putting himself in position.
Attaboy,
to
Parker.
capitalize on this race.
I can't complain with that, huh?
What a race. Those guys did an unbelievable. That's one of the best truck races I've seen at Daytona in a long time as far as keeping those trucks rolling, and everybody in the field did a great job.
Yeah, we're aware of that, Bumble.
Carnage was
Ever since somebody mentioned that, and I seen somebody mention that, or he mentioned it, I was like, yeah, yeah, they could be brothers.
Whether they're getting pushed or just driving by themselves off of turn 4. So
Especially with what he's doing now with the face swapping stuff he does.
Third career win. Charlie Henderson, of course, thinking about him. Team owner, under the weather. God, this has got to bring a smile to his face.
Yeah, and you know this team has.
I don't know how the hell Sauter saved his truck after that one shot.
This truck has been a big supporter of.
And I don't know if Rhodes hit the inside wall or not, but he was sliding like he was going to hit it.
He is. Big machine spiked coolers on board with him. Part-timer did a great job tonight. He did it.
Nothing like winning in Daytona. It's just it's the coolest place you can get the checkered flag.
And the fact that really, if you know what you're doing, you bring a solid truck, big team, small team, it doesn't matter. This small team just won the Craftsman Truck Series race at Daytona.
And of course, I think they're playing the Days of Thunder Daytona score over the soundtrack.
Lane Riggs frustrated. One of the trucks that wrecked there on the last lap. There were a lot of them.
Yeah, and those guys did a great job all night. Lane and Chandler Smith did a great job. Gio, you see all those really young guys that are.
I think Lane's just checking on the two of them. Yeah, handshakes all around there with Gio and Heim.
You can have a great night and just not get to the finish line and wind up finishing 18th like Lane Riggs did.
Well, if you never heard about Gio Ruggiero, you have now. That was really impressive. He's in this series full time. What a debut tonight.
I don't think there's going to be anybody that's unhappy with Parker winning that one.
Well, Jamie Little, it has been one heck of a celebration down here on the front stretch. Parker,
I don't think it's hit Parker yet.
This year on a part-time basis. Parker, this is Daytona. You just won in Daytona, bud.
Daytona, Regan, come on! Let's go!
Okay.
Biggest win of my entire life. Thank you, Don.
That's some roots. The emotion out of Parker right now, yeah, that's roots. I can see that.
This whole thing happened.
Man,
I'm out of breath. I can't believe it. I just was making moves, and just like I don't know. I just every move I made felt like it worked, and for some reason it really did. These guys built an amazing truck. I can't believe we're here. Thank you, Spike Coolers. Finally get them in victory lane after the last 2 years. Means a lot, but this is been so close the last couple years. This means so much to win the biggest place. We're just doing all the TV stuff today, talking about how much this place means, and all of you fans here at Daytona, thank you so much. God, I love this place. I love racing. I love winning. I'm ready for the next chapter of my life, but this one means a lot. Happy Valentine's Day to all the moms out there as well. Love you, Mom.
We love your excitement. Parker Kligerman wins in the Craftsman Truck Series race at Daytona.
And off camera, Corey Heim is giving so much praise to Gio Ruggiero tonight and how well he did out there. And Corey, I know you were a little bummed over the radio after this race, but your team reminded you it was a great points day and the future is ahead. How would you summarize it?
Yeah, no doubt. Nothing short of crazy there the last 20 laps.
He's got a knack for it, Hamill.
One that we kept the trade for as long as we did. Of course, they piled it up a little bit on the last lap, but compared to last year, it was such a big.
Hey, I'm with you, Colonel. It'd be awesome to see like underdogs win this sweep the weekend.
Old tires being free, but yeah, like you said, hats off to Gio and Tanner. William was there up there with us at the end, and everyone did a really good job here at Tricon Garage. Huge thank you to Toyota as well.
Heck, 2 of the 3 in 2012 were underdog wins.
Put ourselves in good position. Scott Zibido did a great job up in the box, and take our safe.
John King and James Busher.
Gotta love that emotion from Parker Kligerman. Planting the flag in the air.
There you go. I think it's a flag planting we can all get behind.
From the overhead shot.
All right, now let's see everything that happens now. I don't know how Sauter saved this right here.
In the top lane right there, you see
he should have been gone there.
And the trucks behind him.
And then they all just roads got sideways. They started bouncing off each other.
Finally got each other out of control in the bottom lane.
And then right
into the 66.
there, the 17 kind of rubbed Riggs, got Riggs sideways, and
down the back straightaway there.
Gray going around.
Johnny Sauter had to.
Actually, I think it was Gray going around that actually brought out the yellow.
Had the push coming to him. That was going to be the run that was going to take the lead right here down the back straightaway. I thought that run right there, he's going to clear to 99. He was
I thought Sauter was going to win this after he saved it.
Clean, and that's really what changed everything. And all the other pushes weren't clean either.
Gray was trying to do the Kyle Busch apron save there and just didn't quite hang on to it.
That's what happened right there. You just have the biggest pushes that you've had all night. But this is also the reason that you want to be the leader.
Oh, you bet on Parker to win?
You want to be
Hamill?
in the lead to take control in case
Nice.
this happens, because 9 times out of 10 it does.
Right. And this is the second crash, if you will. There was one.
Yeah, it was
down the back
more of a
straight,
mess
and then it
there.
kind of kept going.
Yeah, and you see that 99 truck gets shot up the racetrack into the side of the 66.
I'm still wondering because they've yet to show a shot where Rhodes ended up. He was sliding down the inside. I thought maybe he was going to hit the inside wall, but
It's been a great night for Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Amanda Busick, Josh.
didn't get a shot to see where he actually ended up.
And our entire Fox Sports team. I'm Jamie Little. ARCA race tomorrow on Fox Sunday.
It wouldn't matter. He as soon as he knew the L was out, he lifted, Colonel. That's... Hey, Tank Bull. Well, that's it. And the first, I guess you could say the first official points race of the weekend is done. Well, because really the duels awarded points, so really the duels were the first points race of the weekend, but it wasn't that bad. It had definitely a lot of action, definitely a lot of edge of your seat moments, especially on the last lap there. I'm going to go ahead to my Discord and maybe do some screen share. So meet me in the screen share channel, guys. That's probably where I'll go. But yep, so I will not be on tomorrow. Although I may jump into, maybe I'll jump into Dino's chat maybe tomorrow and let everybody know I'm watching. But you guys will see me Sunday. You guys will see me Sunday, and we'll see what we see on Sunday too. I'm ready for it. Year 7 for me. Let's kick it off right on Sunday. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day.